Hello, Big Spring. So 7 or 8 videos isn't enough. You want a ninth one. So let's do a little recap over last night and see what we think, how it worked out, and talk about some stuff. At least we got this one settled. It's not going to be like the Trump-Biden thing and go on for days or maybe even weeks. So let's start with the easy ones first. Edelisa Saldivar Ray got 872 votes, and her opponent, who is Milton Perkins, got 484 votes. That was a pretty decisive win for Edelisa, the Republican side. In the other county commissioner's race, Jimmy Long got 1,845 votes. Shiloh Salazar got 540 votes. Now, I saw where she was touting about how many more people voted in her district than voted in District 1. There's more people in her district than there is District 1. And Shiloh, you got 540 votes. Milton almost got as much as you in a district with a whole lot less people. So if you'd have been running against Edelisa, who got 872 votes, you'd have lost that one anyway. So you can find your victories where you can find them, but it's not going to be in the county commissioner's race. And then let's go to school board. Tom Olagi got 354, and Enchantress Solis got 238. And then to the city council elections, Nick Ornelas got 262 votes, and Nadine Reyes Marquez got 196 votes. So Nick is the new city council person for District 1 and my city council person. Thank you, Nick. Look forward to working with you. In District 3, Cody Hughes got 490 votes, and Roger Rodman got 484. That's a 6-vote difference. That one's pretty close. Now, there's been some confusion with the undervotes, and the undervotes to me are none of the above votes. You had the opportunity to vote in a race and you didn't, then that's what they're calling an undervote. It has no bearing at all in the percentages. None. If it did, we all could pick up a ballot, not vote for somebody, and then that race would be moot, I guess. So it makes no sense to even count the undervotes in there. Jody did it just so she could show everybody where we were, but it has no play in the percentage, the 51 percentage. The 6 votes that Cody Hughes won by gives him a 50.03 percentage, and he's the winner. Of course, they'll have to canvass the ballots and make sure. And 6-vote swing, 4 votes could make a difference. 4 votes, it could go the other way. But I think either one of those candidates is going to be an improvement over what we had and what we have to work with going forward. So let's talk about the recalls. The big one, Shannon Thomason, citywide. Let's see. Shannon got 356 votes, 3,156 votes to keep him, but there was 2,508 votes to remove him. Now, I know Shannon, and I know that 2,508 means a lot to him, and he's going to do everything he can to work and get some people moved from that side to the other side. He's going to be the mayor for all of you, whether you voted for him or against him on this. He's not going to ask you how you voted. Let's talk about the others. Jim DePaul, 369 votes to get out, 345 votes to keep. That one also was pretty close. And by the way, the first successful recall in the city of Big Spring ever. First successful recall. What was the second successful recall? That would be Camilla Strandy, 785 votes for her to leave, 554 votes for her to go. That's a simple majority too. The undervotes do not count. If you had the chance to vote and you didn't, that's not a none of the above. That is, see you later. You don't count. So that's where we are on that. Let's see, who else did I miss? I got Tom Olagi. Oh, the assistance program, that extra, taking the sales tax outside the county from 6.25% or 6.75% to 8.25%, that extra 1.5% sales tax that the county wanted in the 2 miles in between Big Spring, Forsan, and Coahoma, that area. That failed. 2,165 of you voted against it. 913 of you voted for it. That right there makes me think 2,165 of you were uninformed. Because what that did is it just raised the sales tax in the county to match what it is in all the cities. Coahoma, Forsan, and Big Spring all have the 8.25% sales tax. That would have brought in $3 or $4 million of revenue to the county that they didn't have to put on the property tax owner. I don't know why you would vote that down. I bet you 5% of what you buy every day falls in that category. That's the dollar store between Sand Springs and Coahoma, all the businesses between Sand Springs and Coahoma, the few businesses on South 87 between Forsan and Big Spring. It would have been the Loop, any businesses that go into the Loop, that would have been there. And anything north 87 towards Knott, that would have all been raised to 8.25%. And granted, some of the farmers and stuff buy farm equipment out that way. I can see that they wouldn't want it. But for me, it was a way for the county not to have to raise taxes on the taxpayer. The county and the city both have been hamstrung now by the state of Texas. The highest they can go on their tax increase every year is 3.5%. If you are like me, you don't want any increase ever, but we know that is probably unrealistic. So all in all, it worked out the way I hoped it would. Most cases, really all the cases. The only one that is close and still up in the air is Cody Hughes and Roger Rodman. And I said all along, either one of those two men are going to be great for the city of Big Spring. And so that's where we are now. What comes next? I'm hoping charter overhaul comes next. We have found 50 discrepancies in just this recall election. And I'm exaggerating a little bit. Well, let's reduce that to 20 discrepancies that the city attorney used to basically combat the will of the people. We put election off from May to November. So the coronavirus is better today than it was in May? Seriously, you believe that? Because I don't. And then, that gave 2 city council members an extra 6 months and cut into these new elected city councilmen and cut into their terms by 6 months. I don't think that was right in the first place. We could have fought the governor and gone ahead and had that election. As a matter of fact, the week after those May elections were due to be held, the Democratic Party held their primary runoffs. So, it's crazy to think we couldn't have a city council election. So anyway, that's what it is. Man, the world is upside down right now on the federal ballot, presidential ballot, House, Senate, all of it still seems to be up in the air. Who knows how it's going to turn out? At least we know what we're doing on local government. I think we should next look at our school board real hard. That is a taxing entity that we've let slide because there's a lot of employees and a lot of families that are fed off of that dole. And now that we've got the city council and some frugal people in place to oversee that, maybe we can spend more time looking at the school and the school board and the way they function. Anyway, thanks for paying attention, and thanks for voting, and thanks for doing all you did. You did it. You going to vote made a difference in Big Spring. One election, 6 votes. 6 votes. That's crazy. 6 votes. So if you think your vote doesn't count, if somebody tells you their vote doesn't count, you need to tell them, oh yeah, 6 of us elected a city councilman in District 3. So thank y'all all, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed the videos. I hope this is the last one I have to do for a long, long time. Y'all pay attention to BSI, of course, because We're now a PAC, a Political Action Committee, and we are going to be vetting the next candidates for any race. Watch for our debates coming up soon. We'll do both virtual and in person. So pay attention. See ya. Bye.